Lovers, fighters, friends, and foes, it is my pleasure to present you with an exhibition of video game skill! Tonight, 4 combatants will race Aria of Sorrow! And now, your players. First, she is the slayer of Shinryu, the annihilator of Nidhogg, the warrior of light, Tsubasa!
Woo! Let's go!
And next, he hails from Earth's molten core, leaving a trail of beatdowns in his wake, the Rock Crusher, Zombo Ace! And finally, he's stolen your identity twice already. Our returning champion, the fraudster, Slyo9!
Hey, everybody.
Let's get ready to race! All right, everything looks good. So,
Let's rock.
I'll go ahead and give you a countdown.
All right, let's keep it clean, everyone.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right.
Okay, need to fix the settings first off.
Yep.
Yeah, partners do sound a little quiet. Let me see if I can reduce myself. I'll just lower myself,
Okay.
and then...
All right. So, Kaz, do you kind of want to give the rundown of like what this is, what we've gotten ourselves into?
I shall do my best. So this is an Aria of Sorrow randomizer seed. It's a custom seed, so I made this myself, which is to say, I entered items in places. I have verified that this is completable, and it has a kind of theme to it that you're probably already seeing.
Yeah, I have a guess.
I will remind you that mimics have 100 health.
Look, that's 50 hits.
It is. So yeah, with a custom seed, it has things that you wouldn't ordinarily see or be able to get in a random seed. I used Abyssinim's the Abyssinim randomizer for it, which you can find if you go to like GitHub/Abyssinim or whatever. If you just search like Aria of Sorrow randomizer Abyssinim, that should do it. Yeah, and you can use that. And it has a mode where you can enter a bunch of values in a text document and use that as your start. And and there you go.
All right.
Oh, okay, this is already intriguing.
I'm rich. I've also gotten a pretty powerful soul to start things off with, so...
Yeah, there's a good one in the skeleton.
Yeah, I got one out of a bat that could be slightly breaking because it's one of those like slight. Oh boy, the dark mimic. What?
Yep.
I can't. I don't think I can fight dark mimic. That's a little too much.
I just realized that I have your guys' names over top of your HP. Get that off.
Yeah, if mimic and anti-mimic collide.
Oh man, also the way I've captured Zombo, I'm not getting the whole window. I'm such a rank amateur at this. Oh my god.
No. When I changed emulators, I think my
Resolution
window changed a bit.
Okay.
So that might be on me for not saying something.
Well, yeah, all the same. I'm gonna have to figure out what the fuck changed between like when I was capturing this myself and what you guys are doing, because the resolution is just not the same. I don't get it, but I don't know. Oh, they'll figure it out. That's
Wait, that money was real.
Yeah, some money is real, some money is not.
Yeah.
the overwhelming majority of the money is real. It just turned out that the first 3 were mimics.
The thing that seems not real is like items. Having distinct lack of items so far.
Yeah.
There's a couple of real souls out there, however.
I'm
So
curious
this-
about,
this-
like, where people have gone.
So yeah, this opening gives you the world, right? Like
Yes.
we all have got giant bats, and we all can kind of make decisions based on that. I will say, as you can see here, I've decided to just take the normal route.
So I am up in the gardens.
Yeah, so I guess for those watching, the reasoning behind me taking the normal route is that if money is everywhere, money,
Yeah, there's exactly one outlet for money.
right? Like, where else am I spending this?
So my reason for coming up to the gardens first is there's a lot of items in gardens that are very quick to get and can go like straight out.
Yeah.
The only thing is though, it's very awkward to actually move around without an extra jump in garden. And having to wait a lot for just natural MP regen for some of this.
Giant Bat first is a kind of curse.
It costs a lot of MP.
I'm currently waiting for just an MP battery refill so I can make some.
Even if Hammer only has like kind of generic things, it's become quite apparent that items might not exist in this world.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I can just use salt to maybe attack these things a bit better.
My device is not registering inputs correctly. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to change Dropmix's volume there. But I can't. So that's fun. I also can't bump Tsubasa up anymore.
Yeah, my mic's always very low. This is as high as it can go on my end as well. So, at some point I'm going to be fixing that soon, but for now this is what we are stuck with.
Alright, well, I think this means I want to be moving.
Yeah.
So I could go check out top floor if I were absolutely. You know what?
I did just die to Mandragora there. That's a first.
That actually could be fun.
Oh, no.
There's an attacker.
I tried to change something and broke it.
Oh dear.
That's fine.
Oh no.
Came back after a minute.
Yeah, so for those who jumped in now or did not see all the setup, the amount of things that are running on Kaz's side is infinite.
Honestly, I'm just glad that my computer is handling it all and not turning all of you guys into robots on my end. Pretty happy with that, anyway.
Countably infinite.
Ooh, wait. Can I fix this
Mimic has found a hidey spot. Alright, so I need to do a lot of... You know what? No, this is a very poor idea. I forgot how much effort I need to go up to go vertical with Giant Bat. And, I would have to, like, wait on MP 4 times. That just seems like a mistake.
Nightmare back through walls.
Oh, that's, a strong pickup.
It is. Guess let's find out now. I'm beginning to suspect it can not attack the walls.
Okay.
Alright, I am like a college course away from being able to change my audio settings any further. So, I think I'm gonna stop trying to fiddle with it.
Just continuously changing knobs.
The problem is I have, well, okay, I have too many knobs and at the same time not enough knobs. Like, I can modify my own microphone pretty freely and easily, but anything apart from that, I basically cannot. Like, Windows just ain't giving it to me. Like, I have little things in Discord, but again, those are already cranked. So, that's like that. And because, effectively, as far as the computer is concerned, Dropmix and everything else are just coming through, like, speakers. Like, it's one source. So if I modify the slider on that, it's the whole bananas. Like, it's everything.
Right.
So I'm gonna stop worrying about it.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is just the route I have to take, and I think I'm gonna have to fight. I'm gonna have to fight giant armor with a knife.
So I'm giving up on hanging guys right now because it is surprisingly hard to navigate with giant bats. I'm finding out.
Oh,
It costs a lot of MP to get through every room in there.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, knife fight.
It also is good enough for the future.
Okay. So let's see how this fight goes. This should be not great, actually, now that I'm looking at my capabilities. It'll be winnable, but... Okay, maybe if I do that, it won't be, but let's, maybe not take a third of my health and damage before we go in. Mimics, hit hard.
They're a fairly late game enemy compared to all the rest of this. Like, hence the, you know, being able to do 2 damage to them out of the gate.
Okay.
Oh gee, there's some secrets I can't get to with my knife's arc.
Oh.
Someone does not know how to stab up.
Ooh. But wait. There's a move.
You have discovered a technique.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Manticore, always a chump.
Indeed. Alright.
Oh my. Oh, no. Okay. That was an awful mimic to hit.
There's a yellow soul.
Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Trying very hard not to die right now. Okay. Alright.
I will say the start of the seed is a lot more challenging than your typical Aria randomizer.
Yeah. That I've come to realize after the, again, I believe this is just asking for great armor with knife. That's doable.
Yeah, I went down to 2 health at one point just because of basic enemy with reach.
I already have died like 3 times.
Oh my god. There is a ring up there, but I can't get to it. Okay. Well, it's just a ring. It's not going to be, like, end of the world if I can't. If that was a weapon, I would die repeatedly for that, but... We'll be back for it.
Why is it every time I think, oh, okay, this probably isn't a mimic, so I run into it, it's a mimic. And every time I check, it's never.
It's kind of great that way. Like when I kept getting surprised when I ran through this. I was like, oh, damn it. But I finally learned to tell the difference between money and mimics, so.
Yeah, the one that really got me was the one in like the small hole. I don't remember what's normally a small hole, but the one we can only get to with flying bats.
Yeah, there are a lot of them that are hidden in areas that it's just so inconvenient to pull out your weapon. So you just want to bump into
it. It was
them.
like, I got stuck inside it, and I think it clicked me 3 times.
Oh my god.
And that would have been a lot of time waste.
Yeah, they deal 90-some damage. Let's, Alright.
Like with the seed, you start getting really interested in like where all the candles are that have big hearts. Start getting really paranoid about all of the treasure that's everywhere. It's great. I had a blast. Maybe I'm already learning things that I'll do differently for the next seed. As for my audio setup, man, I have to completely rethink like what I'm doing. Like the inability to adjust different elements is a super problem at this point. So I need to figure that out.
Right.
Like it's hard enough to get functional, you know.
So now that I've saved, let's go check the couple mimics upstairs.
Oh goodness. That's the most optimal use of my MP here.
one hand, that's a big time loss because I'm going back to before Manticore, but on the other hand, I checked all the items and I didn't miss anything good anyway.
Yeah, I've only found one item that, outside of like a soul, that was worth the time to go grab.
Yeah, I found a good soul, so that's it.
Wow. Alright, so let's just get over to Great Armor, see how bad the fight is, and then see how many times I need to beat up a Mimic to level up to be able to win that fight. Also, where the closest Mimic is, I guess.
I have maybe one trick for the golem, depending.
Yep. Alright, so now I need to find the closest Mimic.
Oh no. Oh, okay. My captioner fell asleep. It's not putting the space after I'm done talking. Ah well.
Okay.
Poor thing.
Denied reach.
Okay, that's a play. Yeah, that's a play. Okay.
All right. He's down.
Good work. Was that too demanding? I can tone it down next time.
It might have been. I think I was able to beat him because of a soul drop I got.
Yeah.
And
Same
don't
here.
know what that fight
I
would
guess
have been without that.
the same kind of thing doesn't register to me because I'm like, whatever. It's great armor. You could just punch him. Shit. And I
definitely can beat him when I get there, but I took a different route at the start.
Okay.
Yeah, the only reason I'm considering this fight doable is because of a random soul drop that's letting me hit for 100.
Okay.
Yep.
If I did not have that, I would not be here. I would go do any other option than try to fight this with a knife.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh god, I still might lose this, so I need you to back up, buddy.
The whole big arena starts to feel kind of cramped, right? Like,
Honestly, one of the kind of tricky things about that is the Minotaur that's in front of the fight and that you have to go through to get to the save point afterwards.
Oh my god, that forward step, I'm still not used to it. I've got nothing, right? Yeah, nothing, okay. Just don't get hit.
See, it's really teaching me to respect these ectoplasms.
Ha.
yeah, typically you have enough range on an ectoplasm that their little bobbing trick doesn't matter so much. But they're actually a very interesting AI. It's just they never like they didn't make a bigger ectoplasm, you know.
Is there any other enemies that actually give curse in this game? Can't think of any.
Does like Skull Million or any friends of Skull Million do that? Please, I need you to back up one step.
Oh yeah, actually I think
Oh, the harpy does, I think, or maybe Siren. little song note.
Yeah, that's Siren.
Just one step back, please. Damn it. Okay. So we can get the hit in from this. God. I think I need one more hit to be able to win this. So we need to play the waiting game.
Oh no, great hammer. Please don't do this. Okay, yes.
There we go. All right. Hammer, please.
Okay,
then.
you know what? Yeah, another thing I'm thinking I might do, for a follow-up one of these, is screen it with someone who isn't me, and has a different idea of appropriate challenges.
Yeah,
I was about to say this item
Yeah.
would be a recommendation from the start.
Yeah, I getting the rune ring behind that felt like a joke. After I spent most of that fight sitting in a corner waiting for my MP to refill.
Now, that was purposeful, but the purpose was to give you a little early game boost for Giant Bat. Because I forgot
Right.
that you were taking a knife to great armor. Like,
Yeah, I guess the thing there is, like, I feel confident in my ability to beat great armor with a knife, given a large amount of time in not a race setting. In a race setting, I would basically choose any other direction to try to find a weapon, because, like, why would I want to fight great armor with a knife when I have Giant Bat to go anywhere else, right? But
nah, I got that. But the whole, like, kind of the whole point of this one, as you're probably finding now, is that there aren't weapons and you have to buy them.
yeah,
So,
that's
like, great armor is sort of the boss.
yeah, that's what I came to the assumption would be true.
Oh, jeez.
Right, now I just
this cash.
yeah, now yeah, that's gonna be the question, is what to do with money.
All at once, it's going to seem like you have so much money and not enough. That's kind of the joy of this.
I'll take any weapon, please. Like,
that's true. Like, you don't get a lot of training on great armor from randomizers. Like, you're always gonna have something good by the time you get to him. This is like, swat him out of the way with your powerful weapon.
mm-hmm.
He also becomes a regular enemy later.
Alright, I'm going to believe myself powerful enough now. Let's go exploring.
Yeah, that's the question now. You know, I have to go back and pick up that ring, I think, and then kind of decide where I want to go next.
Yeah, I think I found one hint to direction. And oh, I just touched a mimic and I think I almost died.
Alright. What's on sale today, Hammer? Howdy. Melon? Melon is on sale?
Tasty melon.
All right, so black belt's an auto buy. Grunting / mistletoe, huh? I guess if I'm buying the black belt, let's go with. We'll go with the famous blade known as Graham.
Oh, one thing I guess I should have said. If you do have any questions about the game or the randomizer, I will do my best to answer them. If it comes to, like, last time around, we had people asking, is this technique possible? And it was, and I said so. So I don't want, like, that kind of stuff to be, like, a tripping point, you know?
Okay. All right. So with that, now this is where decision point is, right? Like,
fly, you fool.
I'm gonna step A. Let's go pick up the item I left to the side. That should be a fairly quick grab. Might not be a safe grab now that I think about it.
Damage.
Oh my god, yeah.
So it takes 4 hits to kill a zombie officer. Cloth tunic.
Alright, let's see what my item was up here. Okay. Sure. I don't have a weapon with up still. Oh, it's fine.
Which weapon did you take?
I wouldn't have grabbed Graham because of money. I only had about 8,000, and I wanted to buy black belts and ninja suits.
Yeah, I grabbed.
Had a little bit more, and I grabbed one.
Okay.
Yeah, I grabbed Mistletoe and the Armored Water. I'm actually kept away from the black belt because I want to rely on the rune ring a little bit longer.
So I am still using the rune ring. I would just rather have the black belt from bosses.
Yeah, the black belt wasn't the actual thing that cost me my money was my ninja suit, which was I felt like a pretty hefty like want because it has a lot of strength and defense behind it. So, like, even if my weapon isn't the greatest, it still helps out a lot. So, alright, no, but for real, let's go do the thing that...
This doesn't have the intelligence fix, right?
No int fix, correct.
Okay. So, goodness, like, the fact that it was Were Jaguar was... very necessary. All right. All right, but that leaves.
I think this time I'm gonna take the normal route through the game. Since last time I think I went into the other route, and I guess this time I need to stay out on guard.
Like, now I feel hyper confident just like going wherever because I've got a weapon with some numbers behind it.
I just got a rush soul as a
Nice.
I might just wait on that necklace if I find one normally and then do things up anyway. Just so I'm not getting like head because we're random drop.
Well, there's only one place that you know you still need to find.
Yeah, no, I still need to get underwater.
Yeah, both underwater and Undini to be able to make use of that. But it is also, that might just be worthwhile for like sweet movement.
Oh yeah. It makes a lot of these rooms probably like the same price as giant batteries, but it means I get through the rooms safer.
Alright. Yeah. So let's okay, 3 hits on you. Ooh. Unexpected, but welcome.
I love every now and again seeing you, like, just turn around and punch an enemy out. That's really satisfying. Oh, it's like posturing with the blade, and it's like, ah! Wind up and crush him.
Oh, Graham feels good.
Yeah, now that you've all liberated Hammer from prison, world's your oyster. Have you ever been happier to have a shop?
Should probably pick up a couple, like, just melons for rainy day melons.
Oh yeah, I guess we don't have any healing items.
Yeah, because there haven't been any items in the world.
I'm very used to just having like random teas and coffees and stuff.
Alright.
Oh, that guy had their regular soul.
Alright, so I can't soft lock here because bat. That actually prevents a lot of that from being possible.
It's true, I didn't check super hard for soft locks.
Well, yeah, because like when you have bat, like I'm trying to think, like,
right, like, can you really? I mean, you can get into some mischief where you have to wait for a couple minutes, but that's really only one room. And
so
you should...
I'd like to check something quickly. You need some sort of ups in order to hit Baylor, right? You can't just, like, if you've got a straight weapon, you can't just jump and swing at an eye.
No, you can totally get Baylor with a punch.
With single jump though, or double jump?
With single jump.
Oh, I think you'll need double jump to do that to him. But
because like I could do that now, but I don't want to do that with relying on giant bats in my hands.
Let me think. I think with hunting you could actually hit him with a single jump because it has a little up.
I could also just like go in there and try and steal some items.
I don't want to like lead you astray though, because I feel like I should have a real answer to that. Man, yet another edge case that I have not tested in this game.
Oh, I just got something very, very nice.
That's good.
Out of all the edge cases, I think, can you hit Baylor with a straight sword without jumping extra?
Right, because like usually Melphis is like super guaranteed by that point.
Yeah, I suppose I could run and check really quick. Like I could just boot up a regular game file and like clip in there and then turn Malphus off. You
probably
can do
like
that.
halfway there normally anyway. I don't know how to do that, so
Kind of a lot going on my screen though.
Melon.
You know what, when I get there, I'll turn it off and test it anyway, since I've got the items.
Buddy, I need you off the ceiling.
Hey, doing work.
All right. Pretty clean. Just took a couple hits. Ooh.
That's a kill.
Actual
final guarders.
Yeah, also base soul there. I think I'm behind you, actually, Zombo.
If you just found a base soul, then I can guess as much. You got a real prize ahead of you, though.
Yeah, I hoped. Like, that was the reason I went here, is because there was a sign to go here, so...
Ooh. Couple, secrets await. Oh gosh, can I hit the ceiling?
The best part is, I made this seed in preparation for this event last week, right? So it was actually a while ago that I did all this. By now I forget, I don't know where everything is.
Yo, you're right. That's a real ass prize. In this world.
Yeah.
All right, let's go heal up. That does leave me without direction, though. Wow.
Actually, there is one more direction there, but I'm not quite sure. Well, no, I can't get to it yet. There is almost a direction.
Yeah. I have to go check a couple items, and then I have to go,
Final guard.
That's a choice. It's a good choice. Dude, God. There's certain frames where Disc Armor dies and, it is... You know, the disc still has momentum, but,
I wonder if he does that if you turn him to stone. I wonder if you can freeze him on the perfect frame.
Perhaps. Oh! That's also a thing to do. Okay.
Hey, I've got the one hit on Mimic.
Ooh. Alright, at this point, the actual biggest power thing I think somebody can find is, Mimic Soul. Right? Infinite Money, I think, is more powerful than most anything else that can be located right now. Because there's both endgame weaponry and armor in the shop.
Okay, I saved recently, so I can take these risks.
Okay. Let's head back down this way.
So what I'm discovering about myself with Castlevania Aria of Sorrow is that I'm very bad at just taking damage a lot.
Just taking too many hits.
Yeah.
I can feel that.
Yeah, it's easy to get overconfident. It's kind of especially a thing in the randomizer where you'll still have sort of leftover intuition from a previous run where you'll have better gear in that spot.
Yeah, I'm very used to having runs where I just end up with
Oh my god, those two work. I love it. That feels really good.
Am I gonna have to kill a solution of those one to figure out?
Bat plus a giant bat is a combo.
Yes. You can activate Bat while you're in giant bat form. You can
That-
also activate Flame Demon.
Ooh,
You can have
true.
a giant bat that's spitting fireballs.
Society, you've had enough of Castlevania and switch over to Gradius for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I should make a Gradius seed where you get the Chaos Ring. No, there are no useful like souls, I guess, except Flame Demon. Flame Demon is kind of very good though. Actually, if you have if you have actually unlimited MP,
Yeah, callbacks to Symphony is is what I would think with that working that way. Because there was the fire bat move.
Yeah, you could do like an input. And then there was like Power of Bat or whatever the heck it was. Echo of Bat. Echo of Bat. And then Power of Echo to turn that into a damaging thing. God, I love how many rooms of this seed are just punishment. Like, without even really intending that. Because I'm gonna level with you guys. I did not place one mimic in this whole thing. You can't. I just placed money, and the game randomly turned a lot of them into mimics.
Oh my god, headhunters, can you please? Yeah, there we go.
I wonder if this guy can turn around.
Oh my god.
He can.
Headhunter, what are you doing?
Yep, yeah, Blazing Blade, you found the full stream. So for those watching on mine, if you are not watching over on twitch.tv/Kazuma, that's where the full race is at.
Yeah, I'm doing a recording of this one, so hopefully I will put this on YouTube if well, I'll try to put it on YouTube. Something might go wrong. I don't know, man. Like, I've got a lot of spinning plates right now. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing a lot of work, but this is like, it's a headache-inducing amount of brain work for me to do all this.
Well, I've just been given a very interesting direction for the game. I might be trying something risky soon.
Fleeman, what are you doing? Fleeman? That Fleeman clipped through a wall to get me.
Oh my god. He wanted it pretty bad.
Yeah, I could not, like, stop them. Alright. Let's get another boss out of the way. I should go fight Baylor or something. Cool. Fleeman zips. Oop. Gimme. Okay, this was a well worth it side trip. I wasn't certain what sort of payoff I was looking for in here, but that will always be useful. Big goal.
Speaking about the race, to, I guess, my audience at this point, it appears at this point that Zombo has a bit of a lead, but it's hard to tell. It's pretty close. We had a bit of a split in choice of direction with all our runners, and they've more or less synced up at this point, pretty close as far as direction.
Yeah, even that.
And then that wants me to go down here. The biggest boss. Yeah, the biggest boss is honestly the armor, I still think.
I think everyone has Headhunter dead at this point. So if we're talking about like regular sequence, that's where we're at.
Oh, Lilith. That's a cheat though. Right, there you
go. Yeah. Like, Lilith's only in like 2 areas.
I won't say specifically Lilith is only in the inner quarters. And then it's succubus.
Yeah, you have Lilith's in inner quarters. There's one in the arena.
Ah, is that the hot tub?
Yeah, in the hot tub. In Hot Tub Time Machine.
Nice. Nice.
What are the bosses you need to kill for Hammer's shot to change?
That's Headhunter and Death.
Okay.
There are definitely some additions from one of those fights being taken down.
Yeah, if you want the potato pancakes.
Yeah, that's the big payoff.
Any healing at all.
Anything that isn't $3,000 melons or whatever. Could go for a potato pancake right about now.
Yeah.
Sweet. 1 hit on these enemies is exactly the sort of numbers I want to see. Every time.
That is a successful zip.
So I know in theory there is a way that you can use the zip and the giant bat just to get straight to Chaotic Realm. I don't know how to perform that, and I also wouldn't really want to. Because I think it's far out of the realm of like reasonable zips.
Yeah, honestly, once you have Giant Bat and Gravekeeper, that's all that's really necessary for some really untoward kind of stuff.
So I just learned a thing that changes the seed a bit.
Oh.
Regular bat drops a katana of some sort.
Shit!
Yep.
That,
I am so glad none of you discovered that when it might have helped.
Oof,
Because that's something that I can't change. I discovered that same thing, and I'm like, oh my god. God damn it.
If one person gets...
So, like,
yeah, almost all of us got, the drop of, like, yeah, demon
Devil
from
rat,
that. Yeah. Like, I think we all have that rush soul now.
Yeah, there are actually 5 or 6 enemies who will drop that in this seed. That's something that I can change. I can't change what they, like, item drop. So that's luck of the fucking draw, and I have to, like, thoroughly examine it if I'm super worried. Which, in this case, I wasn't. I liked how the entryway of the seed worked so much that I don't know. Couldn't help myself but leave it in. 3 mimics in the first room, like, I'm not gonna say no.
I'm gonna test a question. We're gonna see if Baelor's hittable by a single jump. I don't actually want to fight this fight without a double jump, but I do want to answer that question.
Any of these weapons worth using?
This is just gonna be money, isn't it? Yep.
You can hit Baylor with a single jump.
That
This is
is
gonna-
frightening knowledge.
This is gonna make the second half of the fight suck a bunch, actually. Because my usual
man.
rhythm in that is Malphus.
Right. You got the hopscotch going for you. I think it won't be too bad if you just adopt a different rhythm and don't hit him as often, I think, but I leave it to you to figure out.
I'm having a pretty clean fight right now, so I haven't
was about
backed
to say.
out.
Oh yeah, you're adjusting to just the right spot on the nose. Literally on the nose.
Yeah, I feel extremely confident fighting Baylor with like any given weapon. So I love fighting Baylor with random weapons. Okay, that's a desync. I'm not super happy about the fist being that desynced. Yep, there's a punch for it. It's fine. All right, here we go.
Sly9 is on to playing jump rope with Baylor. I honestly think it gets easier as the beam gets faster. Might not technically be the case.
All right then.
That's Baylor.
Packs a deadly punch. Yeah!
Ah!
Sure how,
You got
as
the
a fellow
reward.
contestant, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I accept. All right, now the other thing I have to do is actually check the side rooms. I think I can check all three. Yeah. All right, how bad are...
Looks like we have Zombo taking on the Grand Floon. Legion. Yeah, you still get the pile of
Are you
experience.
not doing the zip?
Yeah, Tsubasa opting to not do the zip.
That's kind of fair. There's a lot of other directions to go.
I said I'd go the normal route through the game, so that's what I'm doing until I can't go any further. Which is probably when I finish this and find the small schooler.
Yeah, kind of the difficulty with like my choice as to whether or not to incentivize the zip is like, okay, if you make that like the positive route, then because Baylor gives so much XP, it's like giving away the keys to the kingdom, you know? And so like you're sort of forcing a lot of the rest of the game to just not be in any way an obstacle and kind of be taken for granted.
Just like doubles your health, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, I'm level 20 now. Like, I think it's like 7 levels flat.
Yeah, I'm level 12 at the moment without having done it. That's technically nice. Oh, I hate getting this one so much.
Alright, that sucks. Alright, well. That was not the answer I wanted from this room, but I accept it. Whatever, I'm okay at fighting these things. Like, my weapon is good enough that I think I've got them in 7 hits. Yeah, 7.
What is the lowest level I've beaten the game? I want to say 11, but it might, I mean, it might not technically be possible. Like, I mean, if we're talking about Randomizer, then sure, I've probably beaten it at a pretty low level, but the base game,
You've
like...
always got to beat Baylor.
You kind of gotta beat Baylor, and that puts you at, like, level 20 or something. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's something you could hack, just the 0 experience Aria.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I would totally play that shit. 0 EXP Aria of Sorrow. I mean, you do have still the majority of your numbers, really.
It is mostly just weapon. Which
Yeah, it's like weapon and armor make up a lot. I'm willing to say most of your power, but...
And like, difference though because of how the team works, in that it doesn't work. You are very... Like, that doesn't really matter. Look is pretty much irrelevant.
Okay.
Double jump. Oh.
Did you get Belfast from that excursion? Because that's a good...
I did not.
Okay.
Let's see. Order of Ecclesia has a level 1 mode. I think Portrait of Ruin also has a no XP mode. I think. I forget. Actually, I think I have Portrait of Ruin, like, stashed over here. I could check. Yeah, do I?
Alright, that's 2. I had to eat a melon for that one, but that's fine.
Hold up, this is Medibot's cart that I borrowed 12 years ago. I promise I'll give it back at some point.
I thought there was a story for Bloodstained comment. Alright. So I get to show off a cool thing there.
Okay, that's death down.
So you can just, in the room where you would normally do this and pass by all our beam skeleton friends, you could, if you have giant bat, you can just ignore it. So,
Yeah,
let's
okay,
head
so
on back.
in Portrait of Ruin, you can set your game mode normal and hard, or for Jonathan mode anyway. Richter, yeah, for
Yep.
Jonathan, Richter, and Sisters mode, you can set normal and hard. And on hard, you're allowed to choose max level 50, max level 25, max level 1. So,
Okay.
there you have it. Just checked on a borrowed cart. All right. Let's see.
Ha. Sure. FF12 makes sense with a level 1 mode. Like the way that the game functions, like stats don't just come from levels. Like a lot of it comes from the license grid. So like there being a level 1 mode actually is relatively like reasonable there. A number of Tales games also have like no EXP modes that you can turn on with grade, and then like Zestiria, for instance, I think levels don't contribute health in that game.
Huh.
The way you get health is boss fights in that game drop orbs, and every orb you have is like 100 for like health, or like is like 100 health.
Yeah,
Which
there's
also means
also the Dark Souls style where you have to intentionally spend every level up so you can just choose to not do that.
Yeah. Alright. Let's head out of here. You don't know, I know where we want to go. Oh, what are we doing?
It's on the zip of some sort I can do here. I'm gonna just save state and test this because I don't actually know the answer. I'm curious. I didn't put it like One more text.
No, burned head. I would not have.
How do I even get to the item in this area? There's always one at like the bottom of the hanging gardens that I just never remember how to access.
So the bottom part of the Hanging Gardens is kind of a like 4 big blocks. You access it from the entry block. You can anyway. It looks like you just got it.
Yeah, I found it like there's. It always has to be fixed. I always think like I know roughly where it appears, but I always get messed up by the maze of the hanging garden themselves. There's a lot. Oh, I've beaten death. I should go and check first.
Alright, on to our next challenge, which is, I think with this sword, again, I feel like continually following where Zombo's going isn't always going to be the best for me, because I'll just be behind Zombo, but also, I like the path you're taking, so, you know.
Oh, in some respects, you're ahead.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be the major route split in a second with where I'm planning to go next.
Okay.
Well, I've been on a bit of a different route for an area or two now.
Ah, Calamity Ring. How many games have a Calamity Ring mode?
First one that I can remember hearing about was, what, Mega Man 9? Is that right? Like, whatever the first, like, what do you even call that?
Like,
New make or something? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, they had something like that in either 9 or 10 where you could play as Mega Man with the helmet off. And that was like, take double damage. I guess technically Mega Man 2 hard mode had that.
Right. Which was just you take double damage.
I think that's all it did. So that might date our idea there.
Yeah, that game also, a couple enemies died harder.
Ah.
Kingdom Hearts perhaps working similarly.
True, you can lose your hat in Mario. Is that like a common
The hat, that's the power.
the hat? Yeah, the
It's all
hat.
in the hat.
Let's do it this way, actually.
So there's a certain soul that's right before Baylor, huh?
Holy shit. I don't know if I've ever that I've used this soul like often, but I want you to appreciate the numbers that appear out of my foe right there. Just please,
It's good numbers.
like, check this out. It's so many numbers that like lag happens. Hoofa! All right, I found a cool way to fight this boss. Its legs out like. Oh, that's real cool. I like it. Now, one thing about this soul is that it you can kind of have it fail to fire. Like there's a startup to Bifron. Like if you move during the startup, like it doesn't fire. Which only really matters because you lose the MP for firing it. I don't think I'm gonna kill the middle bit early, even with this maneuver, because the outside's taking a lot more damage. But as far as better than that animation, I don't know. Okay, there's an opening.
Potato Pancake's doing a lot of work for my clumsy self here. I'm noticing a theme with some of these boss soul drops.
Oh.
I'm not necessarily going to reveal it, but
you're getting your reward.
I have it in a hunch.
Okay, I need to reveal one more part, and then I can go to town. Is there any good reason to remove the whole shell from Legion? In this game, if you don't get the soul drop. You can kill Legion without removing the whole shell, but like, you just won't get the soul drop from the fight. There we go. So yeah, like this soul drop here, which if it is what I think it is, yep. I find it very important to actually get Legion.
Oh, thank you for the information.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, the soul drops from bosses seem to be fully, the boss drops their soul.
Yep,
So,
you can set soul drops for all the enemies in the game, including bosses. That is, if they have a soul drop.
Oh, you can actually
man,
set
I have
a soul drop.
failed
Yeah.
to respect a little bit.
that room is tough. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever used, like, Bifron before, but my goodness, this soul is doing work. Goodbye, Rippers. I've got a wall of flame for you.
Oh, gee.
Oh, Rippers have a drop. That's nice. All right, this is. I think my next direction is good, because it's dumb. I think it works though. Oh, I don't want to fight Elarion. I never want to fight that enemy. Okay. Ah, finally up to one hit on gargoyles. Good. Oh shit! No! 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 I want that.
Used to getting that item from below, huh?
I think I can still get it right now. Oh my god, that position I was standing in, I was just taking no damage from Triton. That's sweet. Okay.
That's a nice one to get there. Actually, that's a necessary item, isn't it?
Okay, this is good. I've got a lot of... I've never done this in this direction, so I don't actually know what parts I am and am not able to do, you know?
You could abandon your quest. Do it normal, like.
Like, I can do it normal. I can't do it normal, like, that's the thing. It's completely... Well, we'll see. Let's go back here. Let's go grab...
Oh my god.
Item.
My Dropmix board ran out of batteries.
Oh no.
Oh man. I suppose that is like one other thing that I could have checked prior to starting. Alright. I'm gonna go check to see if I have other batteries. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Alright. Oh, just barely made that.
So, how do you two think the run's going so far for you? How are you feeling?
I'm fairly confident. Not so much in my position in the race, so much as that I feel like the challenges put before me are ones I am capable of.
Agreed with that. I felt pretty good about like the great armor thing. Like I had Were Jaguar, and I probably wouldn't have been able to do that without what I had.
I ended up doing great armor with just Devil. Just rush sold into it 5 times and then stabbed it a bunch.
Okay. Yeah, Were Jaguar did like 100 hits.
I've gone the wrong way here. My answer was just using Nightmare for that fight.
Okay. So yeah, we all didn't fight it like just with a knife because that's not.
I made one attempt for that and then decided no.
Yeah. All right. So this is a long check. Like this, like if there's no payoff for this, well, I don't know, that's a soul. Like there's a lot of time that I've spent here, but I've already gotten 2 souls out of it, so can't be that bad.
I'm doing something for a very long check because I went the wrong way in an area, and now I need to go and heal before attempting the...
Wait, no, I can't do this. Oh, I'm wasting time.
Yeah, because you're
I can't swim.
Forbidden Zone and you need...
Can't swim.
That gives me a target then, actually. Because that could be a way to potentially get ahead.
I can at least grab the back door so that like I can come back here later. But yeah, without swimming, I can't grab either item down here. So would not recommend trying to do Forbidden at this time.
So I'm going to go and do Forbidden Zone very quickly.
Oh dear.
So let's see.
All right, I think I know where I need to go next then.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
I'm hoping that with my knowledge of I've not yet found a natural rush soul, that makes Forbidden Zone like locked behind like Baylor or something.
Like so that you're skipping ahead, right?
Yeah, so I'm hoping that with the one that dropped from Bat or Skeleton or whatever, I can skip ahead and maybe get, say, a piece of knowledge there. Or
yeah, maybe there's just a book hiding in the back there. That wouldn't... what am I at? 15? Not quite enough.
You don't have to answer this, but how are you all doing knowledge-wise?
I have some knowledge and know the location of another knowledge.
I
currently have 2 knowledge.
Same. In the sense that I guess if okay, all right. So I think I know where I need to go next, and then I think I know where the follow-ups from there are, and hopefully the payoff from Forbidden isn't too big. Is I guess my hope. Clearly, you want it to be real big.
A door just didn't load in for me for some reason. I could still go through it fine, it just wasn't.
Yeah, there are 2 rooms in the game that I noticed that had like a bit of weirdness to them with that. Like if a mimic was on the screen, then something else wouldn't load.
Okay, that's interesting.
Okay, am I back?
All right. So yeah. So if I can go get that third book, I can go end this. Let's do that.
It's never came up here first.
Okay, and that is merely money.
My actual concern is if I don't get better here, I might not be able to end the game with my skill level, even if I do end up with the necessary objects.
Right, that's actually there's a pretty open question there. There's obviously a route to that, like, you know, final swords in the dang shop, but that's a lot of money.
Yeah. I'm not near getting that anytime soon.
Well, one of the kind of side effects is that generally one of the best ways to get money in the game is not money drops, but selling weaponry.
Yes. Like, I did notice that I would eventually be fairly low on money last few times I've been to the shops. Also, did you know that you can't jump underwater without Malphus?
Yep. That kind of stinks.
Yeah, you have to turn Skulla off again if you want to float up. But it's all navigable even without Malphus if you do have Skulla.
Alright, I think that choice I made earlier of selling off one of my accessories.
I made a foolish mistake.
Oh no. What up?
I intended to take a path that is now blocked to me. In fact, I think I have soft lock.
Oh. Oh dear. Like even Bat can't get you out? Oh no, if you're in a Skula type zone.
Yeah, I am the school a lot.
If you quick save, you'll go back to the entry of the room.
That doesn't help. I am in an area. So let's
See where your last
Go ahead
save
and try
was.
this sleep trick just in case. Like, I don't know.
Nah.
Okay.
Although, where? Oh, that's where I see.
So that's good. I've got that pickup, which will actually be super useful later, but not right now. Let's go heal up.
As far as testing for soft lock goes, I'm willing to not test for that particular one because you kind of had to zip your way here in the first place.
Yeah.
So a possible soft lock as your punishment for mischief is okay by me, I guess.
No. I had a way out. So.
Yeah.
It's just the clever shortcut I thought to take. Was not quite so clever.
I died to
Warrior of Light slain by a slime.
Where was my last?
Thakalides the Mighty.
I do still have school. Why did I save here?
Just wanted to check that item while I was here.
God, that's a big time loss for me,
If I can find that possible 3, that's what I'm after.
My death just sent me back, I think, like 7 or 8 minutes. So
Whoa! Oh my god. I'm sorry, that's a bit. Okay, so you know how you said, what was it, Bat drops Katana? Or
Yes.
whatever it was? Bat also drops Iron Plate. So, the correct answer to this seed was farm bat for.
Yeah, go to that room where you can like kill 3 of them at once really quick. That turned out to be the right answer, but I didn't really plan that. Not really. Zomoace's cursor is still on screen. That's the apparent dead pixel.
Oh, and gee, I never turned my timer on too. Well, might as well get rid of that since it's not doing any good.
Look at all the bat movement I've had to do.
Okay, and I have escaped from my punishment labyrinth.
Okay, it's coming back to me. I remember some of the items that I put in some places.
So I think I've got a plan for my endgame weapon. Or like my I like Graham Julius weapon.
That's good.
Now it's just a matter of like until it gets to there. So I should have the money to afford it.
It's at this point very difficult for me to ascertain like who's in the lead. We've gone to a lot of different places.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think whilst you were gone, I asked about how everyone did in knowledge. I think we're all on 2 books.
Yeah, I think we're all on 2 books. I'm unsure if they're the same books.
I'm also sure. I think they are, but I'm not 100% certain.
The reason I say that is you say a possible 2 books, whereas I say I have 2 books. So if there's a book that you have that you were unable to obtain at some point, that might be that 3rd book. Okay.
Yeah, everyone should have Ancient Book 3, I believe.
Yeah.
That should be near guaranteed. It's on one of the like early kind of area. Wait.
I want to say it's before Headhunters somewhere.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it was fairly normally placed. All right, this is gonna be a very quick fight, I feel, as compared to the last time I fought Death.
Yeah, Death is tough, but he's no great armor.
It's true. Well, the last time I fought Death, I was using like slightly above a knife. Ooh yeah, get that thing down here. Give me the Bifron. Oh my god. Real happy I found a soul that I just love now.
It's a pretty good one. There are a lot of good fire damage souls in the game.
It hits 5 times. Yeah, goodbye.
I'm a little sad that you didn't get to experience the pinch that was fighting Death with Bat as your thing. Oh, that's where I put Ancient Book 2. Uh-huh. I remember now.
So I think this means that Slio is definitely in the lead.
So
He has the souls.
currently going to the library. Consulting the library. I love this.
No.
I love this part of the scene.
No. Do I not have one of these killed? Oh god, I don't have one killed. Alright, I guess I know what I want to go kill next. Luckily, it's by a warp.
Man, a true bounty hunt is on. I love it.
Yeah. Alright.
Dead to slime 2 times.
Oh.
That said, I think I figured something out, which is that the... You know, I shouldn't say that. That's possible.
Okay, so this is... God, can I beat the game with Burt Gong? That's a high ask. I think I can do it. It's gonna be slow. The Bird Gang Gang.
Don't think I have that soul. I think I know what, I'm not sure I know what that one is.
That's the question I'm actually on as well. I think we're both on the same question.
Yeah.
Which is, what the hell is that soul? Because I know what the other two are. Those are real simple, but well, like on description. But third one, oof.
Oh, I know exactly what that is, actually.
So that's another curiosity of the a curiosity of the custom seed generation is you can set the positions of the sconces that contain the 3 souls that you need. So it's like, but you set them as like thing number 1, thing number 2, thing number 3. You don't actually set what those souls are. And like that's up to whatever the random seed injected into this thing is. So I could like, so you could make 2 ROMs that are like custom based on the same file and get 2 different things. Which it's neat, but I really wish there was a further level of customability to that, where I could actually say, okay, well, I want everyone to have like bat and giant bat and some bat themed enchant soul, like
Oh, Mimic has a weapon drop. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, jeez. Well, we killed enough of them farming.
It looks like with one jump it can hit there, Lars.
Yes.
I'm in a really bad spot for this.
Alright, I say I just go for it. I just need to check one thing before I do. I've got a small bounty to claim. And I did give myself the warp point in top floor, so I can just book it.
I do believe I have all souls.
That's not it! Oh, God. Shit. What is that first one?
And we're back to the library. So I suppose I can explain about the books and the randomizer, if no one minds. In the randomizer of Aria of Sorrow, you can set it so that the 3 souls that are necessary to complete the game, that is to like get the full ending and defeat Graham and move on to Julius and Chaos, those are randomized. Ordinarily, they are Flame Demon, Giant Bat, and Succubus, but you can set that to either be like intentionally the thing, like you can set it all the souls to be like regular like that, or you can set them to be random, and that's it. Like I can't choose what those 3 souls are going to be. If they're randomized, the little blurb that the game gives you for Ancient Books 1, 2, and 3 is the exact text. Well, exact is text lifted from the enemy description in the bestiary, and the bestiary entry is only available after you've killed the monster in question at least once. So if you have a vast knowledge of the game, then you just sort of know all of them, or can guess pretty easily and handily. I get confused from time to time still. Like, I'm not that level of expertise yet.
And clearly I'm missing... what could even be it. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah, I second that, Pokey Captain. I think it picked a diabolical entry for number 1.
Oh my god.
That was a pickup I did not expect to see here. Oh god, don't you do.
I'm still kind of on the lookout for money because Mistletoe is good enough for exactly this moment and maybe not much longer. And I still don't have an upward attack.
Oh my god.
No, I can hit this one.
Yeah, I'm very worried that something impossible to be behind one of the upwards secret doors. I just can't open those. I don't think there are any, but check this.
I ended up with a really dumb way of, like, being able to check those. It was bat plus bat.
Oh yeah, that would work. I don't know what that.
Yeah, as far as Mistletoe goes, you should be good for Grand. Fighting Julius with Mistletoe is going to be a reprise of the giant armor fight again. You will not have a good time. I strongly recommend finding and using a different weapon.
Yeah, I've got that same thing going on with Dorndell. I believe that's also
Durandal.
Again,
I need to pick up a pair of knuckles from the shop. I assume Kai's knuckles and damage.
maybe
Are
that's...
usually enough for that fight.
Like, I'm trying to remember where I got that. Yep. Yep.
This is going kind of poorly, actually.
I'm gonna place a bet.
Okay.
Alright.
Gambling that you know what the information means.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
because I can't confirm it.
Okay.
I considered doing that about like 30 minutes ago, I think. Like, I figured I'd have a good chance to find it rather than that. I think I know the enemies well enough.
Well, the thing is, I have all 3 books. I literally just cannot confirm.
If you tell me the description, I could tell you what the last soul is.
Okay, Kaz, can I ask a game question?
Sure.
How much health does Graham have in his second form?
1500.
I think it's 1500. I forget. One thing that might help you out is, like, you don't need the correct 3 souls equipped until he's in the center of the room in his spinny form. Oh, yeah, I guess you're like hiccuped on my screen for a bit, so I didn't know.
Yeah. Worrying how much I can push my luck with my soul that actually does damage.
Just gonna push it as far as possible. Okay.
What do you mean by those powers?
Oh man, I don't have the slide.
Indeed not.
Alright, the slides are separate. So, not just a thing.
Yeah.
Skeleton Blaze.
I think this is the one game where that happens. I think you just sort of
Because
have...
it's the reason why you can't just fight Headhunter, like, with Malthus. Because you get locked out of going through there unless you have the dance.
Yeah, you can't get from the dance hall to the inner quarters. Not inner quarters. No, yeah, that's inner quarters. Without some way to get small.
This might be the first time I ever die against Legion.
If you want to die against Legion, try the Chaos Randomizer a few times.
Oh god.
Damn it! Okay.
Good old Skulla first.
Alright.
Oh, I don't have Skula. Even if I get to the Chaos Realm, I can't do anything
You
there.
gotta have school as the 4th book.
Oh.
Alright, so I don't have them. Damn it.
A zombie.
Still a race. Zombo doesn't have
God.
Skula. Slyo doesn't have all 3 souls.
I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Well, that at least means I have. Holy.
What's up?
Oh, I got a weapon. I got an upgrade.
Oh dear, was there?
Oh, and I'm a. Oh, I am powerful.
Oh heck! All right, I am
So
out of
don't worry
time.
about a weapon after Julius got it.
Anyway, school is still a mystery, but I do have some direction and some things I can do.
God, the worst part is like, I don't know. I just don't even know what soul I'm looking for.
The race ain't over yet. That's what I'll say.
I should save my game before playing with the red minotaurs.
Alright. So, here's the... Okay, I have a lot of knowledge. One, Zombo does have all 3 souls, so, like, they exist. And, like, they're not, like, school locked, because you still don't have that. So I don't have to...
No Forbidden Zone, which means no...
Right, they're not, like... Yeah, they're not locked in Forbidden Zone, which is one of the worries I had.
Which is also good information for me as well.
Right.
Also, not in any overhead areas. Because
also
Zombo got an overhead attack.
This also puts me in an interesting position because I've been kind of ignoring item spots because they've all been money.
I was doing that
And,
for a bit before I realised that was a fool's errand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things about the Aria Randomizer. You can't really ignore item spots like you can in other randomizers.
I have definitely ignored a number of them, but I don't think, based on what I've heard, any of them can actually be major ones. I think I'm just missing something from like either behind Baylor or behind Legion, which is why I'm where I am. I think those are the only 2 bosses I've not beaten, and the other 2 winners have beaten.
I'm gonna check a thing out, I think, before I get to Brave.
Well, yeah, you still... You've got Graham, but it ain't over.
No.
Maybe school is engaged in where we never know.
It could, like, that literally could be, is that school, it could be in, like, the first item in Chaotic.
I think it could even be one of the later items, right? It's not until like near the end where you need it.
Yeah. I think there's 2 items before, or 3.
Maybe it's in the Chaos Ring position. You have to get all the souls first.
Of course.
I'm willing to tell you that that's not something I can set. I cannot make that happen.
is a drop from these rippers. I should probably. Oh, is it just nothing behind Legion?
Could you repeat that?
Is there just nothing behind Legion? I
Yeah.
think it's all been capped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the big prize with Legion is the Legion Soul.
Legion Soul's very powerful. Okay, well, let's get to a warp, regroup, come up with a plan, see what items I've missed on my route. Okay.
Oh gosh, what's the Julius fight going to look like without double jump?
Alright.
So I don't have... Well, I can't have that, actually. No, I could go grab that. I could go grab the death. But that wouldn't do anything to me. Grabbing, like, Death's warp point. Here. Okay.
Well, I should have expected that. Had to
Ooh.
check, though.
Cloth
Check.
tunic.
There's an important lesson in the room that Zombo just left. Perhaps not important in you know, like winning the race or anything, but I think it's important.
It was very appreciable and thematic.
Indeed.
Oh, we got a weapon drop again. Sweet. Well, that can't possibly be it, but that's a real pickup. Okay. Because I'm not missing a soul on that color.
God, I feel like some of my neighbors are assembling furniture or something.
It's not coming through, so...
Oh, that's lucky. It's driving me bananas.
Alright, where else have I missed clearly, easily obtainable items? Wait, no, I know where I've missed a clearly, easily obtainable item. Okay. Let's go pick it up.
Wait, I have the wrong soul equipped.
Down here, there's an item. So if you go bottom right from this area, there's one item in the bottom right area. Oh, that's it. Shit.
You have found knowledge. Perhaps
Okay.
not the knowledge that you expected.
But look, that's for no matter, you know,
Yeah,
nonetheless.
I got you.
Okay. All right. All right. Where next?
I like that currently we're all in the spot of like hunting for exactly one thing. That's
Right.
nice there.
Well, not necessarily.
I mean, it's nice in the sense like it's relatively equal.
Yes, but that's not necessarily the case.
So okay, I don't know if everybody in the chat knows. I know there's a missing book for I think you're missing a book, right, Tsubasa?
Yeah, I'm missing the. I'll say I'm missing the red book.
Okay. How am I doing on cash? 28. That is 4,000 from my goal.
I think this is the right thing to do.
Zambo is looking for Schooler. It's the last item
and-
he needs to get through.
Zombo
Yeah.
found school.
Oh,
Shit, you already found it?
Yeah, I'm willing
Damn it.
to say that.
Yeah, I thought that was the one advantage I still had, was that if you didn't have school, I do, so...
yes.
It's amusing to me because, you know, I made the seed and I ran it a couple times to make sure it was okay. There is one advantage that no one has that anyone could grab, I'm willing to say, but I'm not willing to say more than that, and I'll tell you guys after the race is over.
Yeah, well, that's... Again, Mimic Soul is the one I keep coming to as like an auto, you know, equip yourself. What did I... No, I got Sherman. There's nothing down there. Oh boy. Hi, overlay. That's not what I want at all. Look at that skull. Oh my god. A dark skull.
Yeah, that's a graphical error. I don't know why that happened, but nothing I can really do about it. Like part and parcel with the door not correctly rendering on that screen.
Right.
Okay, they're all not
So there's 3 items this way I didn't grab. Let's go ahead and grab the rest of these. Again, I guess I'm still just hoping Burt Gang is good enough. Though, I guess if Zombo did get a weapon, maybe that isn't
Yeah,
necessarily the
I'm also
case.
willing to say that I feel it's unlikely that you will complete the game with a bird. I'll
Okay.
phrase it that way. It's in the most menacing way possible. Kaizovania? Come on. I didn't make it super hard on purpose. I made it pretty hard. Mostly on purpose.
Okay, this is the room I wanted. Good.
Oh my god, my ideal Castlevania hack? I mean, I came pretty close to creating it with the Grant hack of Castlevania 3. I love that motherfucker.
Here we go. Okay.
I want to say that I would not be doing this in any other seat than this one.
Okay, let's roll. So I just need to get back up to top floor.
Yeah, Grant Hack is pretty Kaizovania. I've meant for years to go back and correct that, but it's hard to find the mental energy. I was about to say time, but that's not it. It's not. I have time to do such a thing, but what I don't have is effort points or whatever.
So I'm just gonna blitz here. I need to catch up to Zombo. I like using Bat for forward. I guess the thing that somebody could find that would actually be a pretty big upgrade would be Black Panther, right? Like.
Yeah, I have not. As far as I'm aware, that's not around.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's sitting on that.
I don't remember putting it in the seed, so it's.
Oh no, they're all throwing their skulls at me.
Yeah, there's a place where I thought it might be, but it was mimics.
Okay.
Okay, now let's get healing items to make up for the fact that I'm not actually good at this thing.
Alright, how many potato pancakes am I able to put in my pocket? Because I know I can do Graham, I know I can do... Okay. And
Honestly, one of the best souls for me has been Headhunter. It's the only thing I found that actually gives a plus to damage.
yeah, I found a +4 strength, but Headhunter, you know.
Yeah, by this point, Headhunter should be a lot better than that. Maybe not a lot, given what it actually operates.
Okay. Alright. Graham round 2. This time, I can finish the fight. Okay, and I should have a little bit more damage in this fight. Not much, but a little bit. Here's my Graham fight plan. Love this soul.
Gonna show him some laser beams.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Man, that's another one that should absolutely work with Bat. How awesome would that be?
Oh, that would
Fly
roll.
around Bat with lasers. Oh, I would love it.
Just fine. that enough? That's gotta be enough. Okay. Let's not mess around.
This is an interesting fight I'm in right now because, while my numbers are all very good, I just don't have the basic capabilities I kind of expect at this point in the game.
Oh, right. You still don't have like Malthus.
Yeah, was that actually out there? Do any of you or Tsubasa find it?
I don't have it.
I do not have it.
Yeah, I don't remember
I'm
putting Malthus
expecting
in the
it to be
scene either.
like the last item in
What?
the Chaos Realm or something.
I don't know. I might have put it in Chaos Realm as a joke or something. Oh no! I
What?
still don't have Dracula's power.
Oh my god, that's not that one. Alright, round 3. Oh my god.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, at least I have it. That's on me for
That's
not
good.
like it's funny because I remember the description on that soul anyway.
Yeah.
If you beat up
Right.
if you beat up that one, yeah, that's the one. Okay. That's fine. So these 3, but I actually want Headhunter for the fight. Ahem. Round 3.
I love the image of Soma beating up Graham. Graham says, "Ha ha ha! You haven't equipped the right things." And then Soma like goes back and like pops open a book. It's like, huh, hmm. Huh.
Oh shit! I didn't. You're right. You're right. I didn't equip the right things.
Also, do you think that the ancient books are actually like whole-on book-sized? If so, like, why do they only have like one sentence in them? It seems like kind of a waste of a book.
I mean, it's
they're
like
ancient, so...
it's like when you're writing a paper, you know, and you need your sources, and like you're sourcing an entire article, but like you need one sentence.
Right. Okay. I gotcha. So maybe like the text that we see is just like the abstract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole methodology that goes into finding out the truth of Dracula's power, and like you don't need to know that.
Yeah, Doshta. That's fine. Yes. Hi, Graham. I really liked the moment of me figuring out what the soul I was missing was. Like, running into the enemy, and it's like, wait a minute.
Like you run into the enemy and you're like, oh wait, it's you.
Yeah, in like a strange sense, me getting lost in the waterway actually helped out.
How did you come to possess those powers? All right, we are in it.
Wait, oh my god, is it Man-Eater?
It's Maneater.
Oh my god. Literally an hour ago, I thought, okay, I got Man-Eater from a Red Soul up in Hanging Gardens. I bet no one's been to Hanging Gardens, and that's the only one I don't know. Maybe I should go and try Man-Eater. But I thought, no, there's no way it's playing Hanging Gardens. Cast want to put it in Hanging Gardens.
Yeah, you were the first one to collect that particular sconce.
Oh. I even got that one, died and thought, oh, I won't bother going back getting it again. Oh, I don't even know what Man-Eater does. What on earth is that?
All right. I guess this is a question. How usable is this as a soul? I have Gravekeeper, sure, whatever. I've never used this rock before. It's probably fine. It's got numbers, right?
It's a powerful weapon. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a damage type.
Blunts? Like hammer?
Well, hammer also doesn't have a damage, the weapon anyway.
Right.
It's like fist. With no flavor.
Fist
Okay.
on a stick.
Yep. Alright, well, let's go fill up on gas and then make it happen. It's not saleable, though. That's real funny.
Now, sadly, Soma will not be able to claim the right to rule any particular nation, because the rock is still attached.
Right, we've not actually...
Yeah. You're Dracula, but you're not Arthur.
Alright. So the question is just going to be how can I do in this fight when I know that, like, you know, I've not done this fight without Malthus. And I've basically never used this weapon before in my life. I could fix that,
opportunity to go into a cage match against a powerful opponent, right?
Right, like I could, you know, you even set up the button so it's like, well, you don't have to do that. Like, I have a secondary option if I wanted it.
One final minute.
That one's always there. That's not an actual item location.
One last mimic. Alright, so I need your chaos fight to go kind of poorly.
It might, because I cannot dodge anything.
You got the drip feed.
Okay, I'm going to
Okay, Kaiser Knuckle does not actually do damage against Grail. Oh, now I still have another weapon to get that. How many 9 damage hits do you think it takes to beat Grail?
9 damage?
9 damage.
A lot.
It turns out he's not very good against him.
Yeah. He's got a lot of defense.
Yeah. It just make it really easy to dodge his fireballs though.
Okay.
Got some powerful fights on the screen right now. Oh my god.
I know. Like, not having double jump is so painful. Like, you know, not having Black Panther is something I've grown used to in this fight. Playing randomizers, but not having Malphus? Oof.
Usually what gets me a lot much is not having Red.
If I didn't have that, I don't think I could do this fight right now. Especially with this weapon. It has this giant, like, animation I need to cancel. Enough! Alright. Let's see if we can get there.
Nightmare can't be going on the ground.
Nightmare? Okay.
And time.
Nice.
Well done.
Okay, good.
Well done.
With that time after this fight, I might call my room because I don't have to.
Yeah, you've kind of trapped yourself in a pretty dark spot, I'm afraid.
I did not know Kaiser Knuckle was this bad against this particular guy, or I would not have gone for it.
Right.
With a whole lot more levels, that would change. Like, the difference would be pretty dramatic if your level was, like, double what it is, I think.
Yeah. I think Kaiser Knuckle is... It's good, but it needs backup. Like, if you had Triton or Lubricant or something, that also would have been much better.
If I had more time, I might keep doing it, but it's delayed my time as well.
Okay, I mean, I'm just about to chaos, so I'm gonna at least get us a, you know, second finisher on this, but mostly because I really want to fight with Excalibur in this fight.
If only I did the...
If only you.
The early guest fight, which I was considering doing. Which still would have been quite rough trying to fight Graham with Wellington, I think it was at the time.
I definitely wasted a little bit too much time on that second loss. That was my own fault. I thought I used Tsuchinoko instead of Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, when I first picked up this, I thought, wait, is that Tsuchinoko Quetzalcoatl? And then I picked up Tsuchinoko, so I figured maybe it's that, and then immediately after Quetzalcoatl dropped.
Yeah, the text for Tsuchinoko's enemy entry is
much
discovered
funner.
by Soma Cruz in 2035.
Yeah, it's a lot funnier. That's why I remember it. Like, yeah, Soma Cruz proved that Tsuchinoko real.
Gotta say, Kat, this was a very interesting challenge you kind of cooked up here.
Yeah.
It's maybe the grindiest one of these animes.
Yeah, if I were to redo this, I would probably put like some kind of garbage but better than knife weapon between you and Great Armor. That was kind of unintentional, but I just kind of left it.
That feels like too much of an ask.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's
all
kind of a tall order.
three of us had to use other means because, like, knife fighting that isn't. That's something you do in a challenge run, not in a speed run, because it's not fast.
Yeah, I guess yeah.
I think if there was like a real racer that wasn't enemy drop down there,
Yeah.
it might have been. I think there was a sort of length just before that, but like.
Yeah, the start was kind of rough, but I really appreciated like the end run. Like,
Yeah.
a couple fights are very, very different when you don't have that gear.
I splurged for Death's Robe. That was the only thing I wanted.
Giant Armor does not die to Killer Mantle. It's a question from the Zoom.
I kind of hugged some spikes a bit for that robe.
Yeah, I bought the Kaiden Knuckle, which was.
Yeah, that was one of my earliest decisions. Like when I knew what the run was, I knew that I was gonna put Mimic behind Graham, and it's like, okay, you have as much money as you want now. You've earned it. You just have to decide just how much you want that money.
Right? Is it worth?
I did like having cheap 9-ups in the shop, like with the giant bat gimmick. I don't know if anyone else picked up the 9-ups or if it was just me, but that's like a lot of that's a lot of free mobility.
Yeah, I bought a lot of mind-ups in this run.
I did not. I almost exclusively saved my money for Death's Robe because I knew I wasn't like Death's Robe was the only thing I figured I would ever get enough money to buy legitimately because it was like 30,000 with Tsuchinoko. And so it's like, well,
yeah, I'm very happy that Excalibur where it was because I was kind of trying to mentally decide if I could save enough for the final sword or something.
Yeah, so I like Excalibur where it was because it's a functional endgame weapon, but it's also kind of a bummer. Like, yeah, it has a big number and it's unaspected damage, so you can fight anybody with it. But especially against Julius, it's slow. Like,
I beat Julius with it because, like, A, I know the fight well enough, and B, Legion complemented my damage a lot.
right.
Like,
Yeah,
Legion.
last time we had a similar problem with the Chaos Ring Red Minotaur on Graham, where it's like, it's super good, it's incredibly strong, but
Time.
Hey, well
it
done.
doesn't do like damage fast, so it's still quite hard to hit Graham.
Yeah, he can kind of secretly dodge it.
Yeah.
So, okay, the dark secret. Are you ready for the Dark
What's
Lay it
Secret?
on us.
Okay.
So you know that room that's absolutely horrible to get to in Death's Tower? You need Skola to get it to it. You have to like go through this gauntlet, and getting back out is a super pain because there's a bunch of spikes and everything.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
Soul Eater ring was at the bottom of that, and it sells for 150,000 gold. So you can just get anything at all. If you had bothered to go to that room, you would instantaneously have the best stuff.
Oh, yeah, I
I
was
considered that, but you know what? You know what kept me away from that?
What's that?
I went to the Forbidden Zone and there was nothing there. So it's
Yeah.
like, well, clearly there's not going to be anything in this other place.
See, what kept me away from it was actually, so if I didn't know you were still looking for Skula, like that actually fundamentally changed how much I had to like look to try to find Maneater.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's like, well, I don't have to check that Death's Tower area. You need Skula for that. Oh, I don't need to check Coolest and all that area. You need Skula for that. You know, so it's like just kind of roll back through those. But that would have been like number one on my list because it would have given me Death's warp point as well if I'd gone through that Skula area. But Skula is like right at Graham, so it's like,
Yeah, I couldn't help but realize that if you didn't do the skip, you would have had to have gone in some dangerous places at a low level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
that's-
That's true.
well, that's
Typically,
what
you
I-
get, like levels from Baylor or something.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had that where I didn't do Baylor for a while, and I ended up going to like top floor without having fought Baylor.
yeah, I appreciate that because I've definitely, even in the normal randomizer, that's actually like completely in logic to be like Ancient Book 1 at the Graham point, like, right at the room right to the right of Graham.
Yeah,
Or something
I can't
like
even
that,
tell
where
you
it's
how many
like-
times that I've gone through the entire dungeon. I mean, like, wow, I don't have any ancient books. Hope I have the right stuff. And then, like, all three of them are in top floor. And I'm like, oh, okay. Guess we're done now.
All right, well, so that was the race, I guess, with
was.
that. We fought through some tech issues. We
Yeah.
fought through Dracula's castle.
And of course, I want to keep doing this. I mean, now I have the setup. Although I have to modify it because the Game Boy Advance screen is apparently like a different aspect ratio than I expected. And that bothered me. What else? Fix audio so that I can somehow make Discord voices louder without making the Dropmix louder, I think. That's another thing. Oh, and maybe get 4 race participants so I don't have to wiggle my butt in the 4th area. But that part's nice, too. So, anyway, thanks everyone for joining me. Congratulations to Zombo Ace as our race winner. And
Thank you very much.
yeah, I'm absolutely going to try to do more of these just as soon as I figure out what the heck else I can do with a custom seed. Good night, everybody.
Good.
Good night, everyone.
Night. All right.